Hey friends, Farmer Justin here, back inside the Falmouth School Garden Hoop House on March 18th, 2020. It's Wednesday. It's the first day that you've had to probably do a little bit of online classroom, which I'm sure is a big adjustment. I'm here in the hoop house where it is about 85, 90 degrees. It feels tropical in here. I'm in a t-shirt, as you can see, and it feels great. Outside, it's a little bit colder, but it's still a beautiful late winter day, almost springtime. It's probably about 40, 45 degrees, and I hope you've taken a little bit of time today to get outside and get away from your screen, perhaps, and enjoy a little bit of nature and what's going on, and maybe a little bit of weather, or maybe get outside and do a little scootering or running around or something. But I heard that there were some students out doing their own little treasure hunts at home, mostly probably exploring in the mud and such, so I kind of went outside today and did a little bit of a treasure hunt myself. I took Julian, my son, and my dog Scout, who you met yesterday, and we went outside. We walked around the school gardens and we found a bunch of things to try and do a little art project together. But I thought I'd show you some of the things that I found and see some of the amazing patterns that we can find in nature, and just the colors and just what sort of beautiful things there are. For those of you that really enjoy science and numbers and things like that, take a look at the patterns and I wonder if you can come up with reasons why we might see these patterns. Now, one of the things I'd also love to have you do is comment down below about maybe some of the things you found outside at this time of year. Everybody's yard is different. Everybody has a woods or something nearby that they love to go out and check out, and perhaps you found some really interesting things. If you happen to get a picture of it, I'd love to be able to see that, and I think the best way to share that might be for you to get in touch with your teachers through your classroom and have them share it with me. They know how to reach me. So anyhow, I'm going to show you what I found outside, what we found outside, and we'll take a look at that. Alright friends, one of the first things I wanted to show you was this little thing here. This is coming up all over the gardens here. It's garlic. We often eat this bulb part right here. But look at those roots. They've been growing in the ground since, I don't know, October, September, depending on when we planted it or when they got left in the ground. And you can see the green tops are just starting to come up. Pretty nifty. Smells really good too. I'd love to eat it. This, again, I'm not sure if you can see it well, is what's called lamb's ear, and it is incredibly soft. It's softer than felt. It just feels so good, and we have a bunch of that coming up in the garden this year, so when I see you back here on campus, we'll definitely find some of those. Sort of similar to velvet leaf, if some of you remember velvet leaf with me. One of the things that's happening at this time of year is that seed heads are forming. I'm hoping that you can see this well. Let me put my hand behind it. These are seed heads probably from RUDBECKIA, which is black-eyed Susan, a flower that a lot of people love. And I don't know if you can see there's little brown specks. And you see how parts of it are white or lighter color, and then there's the dark spots. That's where the seeds are still. And if I were to shake this down, I'm going to zoom in on that a little bit. You can see some of the black seeds that have come out of there. So those are the seeds for black-eyed Susans or RUDBECKIA. Of course, another distribution of seeds are these pine cones. Pine cones are pretty cool. I'm sure all of you have seen pine cones at some sort, sometime. They often start off closed up, like this one is, and you can see that it's closed up, mostly closed up, and as it starts to dry out more and more, I don't know if there's any more seeds in here, as it starts to dry out, the little, I don't know if you call them petals or whatever these little hard leafy type things on a pine cone are called, they open up and then inside of their seeds come out until finally it's a fully opened up pine cone. Some of the older students, there's actually a mathematical sequence called the Fibonacci sequence, which you can find patterns within these various parts of nature. This one's just for fun. Cattail, super soft, downy. We see this stuff blowing around in quite a bit in the fall. And these are all the seeds, so cattail is everywhere around here. Anytime there's enough water for cattail to grow, it just thrives and takes off, but it's super soft to feel. These are another seed, And it actually comes from a chive plant, or onions. They all are pretty similar, the ALLIUM family. And these are onion seeds. I don't know if you can see it, but each one of these little skinny stems comes up, and then it had a little purple flower on it last summer. But then if we open it up, you can see the little black seeds there. The alliums are onions, little black seeds. They're almost triangular in shape. I'll just put those there. A couple more seed things. These, anybody know what that is? Go ahead and say it if you know what it is. And let me know in the comment if you knew what it was before I said, but it's a shell of a milkweed. And we all know milkweed because we think of milkweed as being really helpful for monarch butterflies and things. But I thought this one was pretty cool because inside of it, if you can see, I'm going to have to, inside, there's still some of the seed portion, the little stringy bits that come out and fly around in the wind, again also in the fall. So fall is all about seed dispersion for plants. Last thing I had is just something that I think is really super cool. And if you start looking around in the woods, you can start seeing lichen growing. This is cool because it's got this really kind of dark patch over here and maybe a more licheny green patch over there. This one's more like a forest green. On the same stick, I think there's some really neat patterns. And this lichen's cool because it's a really interesting life form, sort of a combination of things happening going on there. So I'll have to talk about that another time. Well, those were just a few of the things I found outside. There's quite a bit more, but I just thought those are some of the more interesting ones. And I hope you've taken some time today, or perhaps tomorrow, sweating a little bit, or even Friday or the weekend or something, to go outside and do a little exploration on your own as well. Of course, talk to your parents about it, and let me know down below in the comments, and let me know what you find. All right, I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.